Alright, howdy guys, Proxy Aspect is here, and through science I have made a discovery. If you put your entire game data into a logbook, an Excel spreadsheet, and then replicate the entire experience as closely as possible, you still get the same cars. So I've been able to do some. We're back on original hardware from here. I've got my PS1 hooked up to my memory card, and I've replicated the game data I had on my emulator as closely as I could. It's not perfect. There's still quite a lot of progress to go. I think overall I'm probably like 3%, so we still got quite a few streams worth to catch up on. But if I followed the exact events that I did back in my emulator data, I'd have the same cars, I'd have the same earnings, I suppose. Yeah. So, we're continuing this on real hardware from here on out. I've already got the licenses. I've got the, well, as you can see, I've got the Mugen Accord. We won that from the first FF race. We still got the other ones to go. Clubman Cup. Oh god, we're gonna have to challenge that Daihatsu Syrian again. Tell you what, the game's gonna look and feel a lot better now since we're on the real console. Who we got in chat? Twiggy, getting the first. How are you, man? You good? Now, I did a little tuning to this Mugen. So, I created an Excel spreadsheet of what I did. Let me just bring it up real quick. Probably shouldn't be replicating this from here. I probably don't really need to. So from here, I entered Midfield Raceway, the FF Challenge. In the emulator, I came third. Let's see if I can beat that. Now, I've only put sport tyres and a twin plate clutch on this Mugen. The only thing that is randomized is the color. This time, we've got the Mugen in black rather than white. No, it's more silver in the emulator. Oh shit, right. You work on Sundays, don't you? No problem, man. Listen to me as if you were a podcast. I'll provide as much podcast-worthy talks as I can. I think this sort of DualShock 1 is pretty weird now. Because I admit, I got quite used to playing this on a PlayStation Xbox controller, but this is the way it's intended when you think about it. And it's pixely, polygony splendor. I might need to turn it down just a little bit though. Luckily, I don't need to mess with the game settings or anything. I can just turn my capture card down. Midfield. One of the most mid tracks in the Gran Turismo series. Pun entirely intended. They didn't bring it to Gran Turismo 6 and 7, did they? They brought it to 7, but did they bring it to 6? I don't remember. Gran Turismo 4 was the last game I recall seeing this track on. Because this is one of the fictional ones. In fact, every track in Gran Turismo 2 is fictional except for Laguna Seca. Ooh, I had to hit the brakes hard for that one. It's kind of nice seeing the game like this. Oh shit, I just realized I haven't even turned off the bot for the Skyblock stream. I need to turn off the OBGX splash screen. 1 second, chat. Gotta turn this off. Gotta turn this shite off. The one thing I forget to do in the 10 minutes of prep that I had. Easy fix. Cool. Right, back to it. Problem with having X as your upshift button is when you hit X to close the pause menu, it upshifts in the process. Yeah, I think this game looks much nicer on real hardware. I know it's more pixely and I know it's not as smooth, but I don't know, it just feels nicer this way. Then again, I am also a purist. Oh, for fuck's sake, why are you posting that again, bot? Bot, why? I gotta fix this. I must have missed the save button. Apparently I did. Hang on. Okay, let's leave it at that. I'm gonna leave the website open just in case. And let's get back to it. Oh, start also works. I can hear that guy buttoning off his throttle just to stay behind me. I'm definitely quite underpowered here. I may just deviate and go off my own path here for what I did in the emulator. Call it a temporary setback, you know? Hey, this is a better result than what I got on the emulator save. I just now realized, since we're back on real hardware, we might have some slightly longer loading times from time to time, but no complaints here. Since I've got 2 memory cards, I can actually keep one handy for just replays and stuff. Ooh, this will be interesting. Funny story, chat. When these memory cards arrived, they were packed with Japanese game data. I wonder if these are Japanese import memory cards. Right. I say we hit the Club and Cup from here. I think the car's got enough power for a Club and Cup race. Rome short course, here we go. You know, at some point I should take apart my PS1 and give it a wee little clean. Though, I don't want to bust anything up like the disk drive and the laser lens. I wonder how you clean those. Am I the only Japanese car on this track? I feel kind of out of place with my big, tall Honda Accord here. Ah! Collision avoidance, man. Ow. That car looked pink for a second there. To be fair, I probably should have waited until the memory cards arrived before I began my journey. Okay, that was a shit corner. Kudos to those Mini Coopers, those are fast. I wonder how much one of those would be to get in this game. Could totally use it for the lightweight K-Cup. Mini slides in. They all slide in and just crash into the wall. This would have been when MG was British. Did not have a very good exit speed out of that. Slide! There we go. There you go, smashed him. Now remember, you still don't get a bonus car or anything in the Clubman, but the extra credits that you get is certainly worth it. Let's give the game a quick save. And I say we try the luck at Grindelwald. Grindelwald still reminds me of Eiger for some reason. Eiger Nordwald, I think it was called? I can't remember. Quick save on actual PS2 is a bit optimistic. Quick save? Is that a feature that the PS2 had or something? Also, how do we spell that? Antonisurs? Oh god, I'm butchering the name like mad. Anthony Surs? Oh, I am so sorry. I'm naturally bad with Twitch names. I do apologize. No, sadly, I mean the save is deadless. Oh, gotcha. Well, to be fair, there's like 4 blocks of data the PS1's got to save, and in that time, that would have been a huge amount of data. Not to mention it takes the same amount of time to load though, mind you. With PS2, it's way faster. Mind you, also, I wonder if it's like synthetically going that fast. Even if you're playing Gran Turismo 2 on an emulator, it still saves at that speed. Probably the way the game is programmed as well. I've got no idea. Sorry, I meant PS... Oh, gotcha. I have been fooled. Because I was gonna say, is there a feature I don't know about? Because I've got the PS2 as well, and I hadn't seen anything about quick save, so you had me curious for a second there. What's this? This is a Peugeot in the lead, I think. Yes, the emulator speed, just about the same. But there are options that enable turbo mode every time that you save. True, I did see one of those in Duck Station before. We started the, this is basically 100% run in Gran Turismo 2. We started this on the Duck Station emulator, but that was only because the memory card on my PS1 had fucked out, so I had to order some new ones. Those have arrived, so now we're just catching up to the data we got on the emulator on the real hardware. Ah, this is the same wall. This is the wall I always struggled on for some reason. But how's things anyway, Anta? Do you play Gran Turismo 2 yourself? Ooh, drat. Ooh, those corners are tight. Here we go. I do play a lot of older GTS, discovered them very late. Fair enough. So did I, to be fair. First time I played Gran Turismo 2 was during the Gran Turismo 5 era, I think. I mainly grew up playing Gran Turismo 4. Ooh, drat, took that pretty wide. These guys have no sense of collision avoidance, do they? Give them a taste of their own medicine. Dang it. Well, I guess I am destined to come third. Second is what I meant. I have GT3 on real PS2, but they're just so good now emulated on PC that it's hard to come back. Yeah, fair enough. I'm a purist when it comes to games like these, personally. I tend to prefer the real hardware when it comes to, you know, playing games like these. I don't know why. I'll save it after a few races. Right, well, let's tune this thing. According to the log, I tuned the hell out of it. I think I did a stage 1 NA tune. Yeah, I should give this a clean at some point. I can manage original look, no problem, but it's so nice to play with modern controllers and all the tricks to have analog triggers. True. I think the only way to be able to feather the throttle in Gran Turismo 2 was to emulate the Netcon controller. That was to my knowledge, at least. Right, we'll go for a stage 1 NA tune. I wonder if I could fit this thing with a turbo. Then we'll go for the sports ROM. Perfect. Let's try that one again, shall we? That, or you can remap triggers to right stick. So you can use the right analog stick to accelerate in this game. I wonder... I mean, I guess the only downside is you couldn't brake while turning at the same time. Hello, Gilly, what's happening? Check out gaming screenshots in Discord when you can. What have you done? What have you done? Let's see. Oh, that's the Gmail app. dang, you made it! Like, how long did that take you to do? Alright, Grindelwald. Finally made it after over a week. You should build a base. You should build a base and call it Borderville. You gotta give it to Polyphony. It's amazing they've kept the same countdown throughout the whole Gran Turismo series. So one thing that's always sort of stumped me on the Gran Turismo, in this game, I always seem to out-accelerate these guys right off the line, like, bye, see you later, and then they keep up, and then they always out-accelerate me on the final straight. Why is there an S2000 here? Isn't this... Oh no, this is Clubman. I had it in my head this was the FF challenge for a second. I was gonna say, since when was the S2000 four-wheel drive? Front-wheel drive. Dude, and thank you for all your support. Getting me there. I always gave up every night. No probs. We were cheering on you in spirit from the Discord server. But you should totally make yourself a monument or a village or something at the world border. Ooh, drat. So remind me, you basically went to the roof of the Nether and then just kept going and going until you got to the border there and then portaled back? Oh yeah, of course you did. That's why the Nether portal's in the screenshot. Okay, man, well, I'm gonna go build now. Hope you have a good stream. Will do, no problems. Thanks for stopping by, Gilly. What are you building? You building, wait. No, I think I already know what you might be building. I'm taking these corners a bit slower than I should. These guys keep ramming me up the arse. Build a base already, but I'm gonna build a monument as well. Oh, sweet. Catch you, Gilly. You have a good one, man. So what Gran Turismos have you played, Enter? I played 2, 3, and 4. Like, I've got 2 here. I've got 3 and 4 sitting in a cabinet there. I've played 5. I've played 6, but I don't have them anymore because I sold my PS3. And I played Sport and 7 on my PS5. The only one I haven't played for real, on real hardware at least, is Gran Turismo 1. Which is probably blasphemy. Yes, little Accord! Oh, we had 2 Honda S2000s here. I wasn't even paying attention to all the cars as I passed them, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, this should position us ready for the next FF challenge. I wonder where we're sitting in the percentages currently. Now, if the Oh, drat, I forgot what I was going to say. If the, if it works the way I think it does, by the end of this race, it should give me a Tom's T111. There's only one way to find out. And that is to win this race. And figure out what kind of color we're going to have this in. You know, I'm amazed I'm not getting any stick drift on this controller. That was a bad launch. It would seem these guys have a little more power than I thought they would. Either that or I didn't take that first corner very well. That corner's always very tight. Here we are. Look at this thing go. We could probably put this car aside and use this in the endurance races when we hit those. Trial Mountain's definitely going to be the first one I'll hit. Because that one's only like 30 laps. I've streamed that endurance race in Gran Turismo 2 before. Can't remember how long it took me though. I remember it taking a lot less than I thought it was going to. Damn, Civic, you don't even sound like a Civic. I don't even sound like a friggin' thing. Ooh, slide. Yes, little Accord. There are only 2 Europeans in this track. I love a race with a good balance between Japanese and European cars. Or even American cars for that matter. Now if my predictions are correct, we should get the Tom's T111. Chat, I want to try something real quick. Remember in the first Gran Turismo 2 stream when I took apart that memory card? I want to see. Let me just take out slot 2 real quick. I'll wait till the game loads actually. I don't know how volatile this is. Then if I put the card in slot 2 here, And then I'll try to load it. Of course there's nothing because the card's probably empty. What if I go save? Yeah, this is what I said before. So then if I go yes... Yeah, there you go. Cards failed. Yeah, that's the problem I was facing with my old memory card. That's why I couldn't stream on the original hardware at first, because if I played, I wasn't going to be able to save my data. Right, back to it. Tom's T111. Do I have me a Tom's T111? Ah, I knew it! It is sequenced. I knew it. It either bases it on the car that you use or the day of sequence that it is. Now, I think I chewed this thing straight away in the last instance. It was, what did I do? Oh yeah, I've got a list here. This thing is considered Toyota, I think. I don't want to go back. I want to go into Toyota. There we go. Alright, we gave this thing the beans last time. A sports ROM. We also did the weight reduction and the twin clutch. I don't think I could apply stage 2 weight reduction straight away. Cool. Then we took straight on Trial Mountain from here. I know I said this before, but this car looks like a smaller version of the S13, S15. Even though I know it's officially a Trueno. Read your bastard. There you go. Okay, here's a question for chat. Out of all Gran Turismos, what one would be your personal favorite? Is yellow the only colour for this car, I wonder? Oh yeah, 3 is pretty good. There's a lot of people that consider it a over-glorified tech demo though. Sorry, not over-glorified, just glorified. But I like its charm. I love its similarities to Gran Turismo 2. And it's an amazing jump. This came out in like, what, 1999? And Gran Turismo 3 came out in 2001. It's an insane jump between the two. Yes! Just nailed it. Movie Cougar. It's a smaller game, but I like the progression and it looks great. Hell yeah. Whereabouts are you from? The reason I'm asking that is because I'm curious if you played the American or the European version. This is the European version if you're curious. Although you can probably tell by the speedometer. Oh! It's amazing that the PS2s were able to output the game in 1080i. It's that Cougar again. Oh, that's a good corner. This thing's powerful enough and light as a feather. Play PAL on hardware and USA on PC. Gotcha! So you and I are the same in terms of the versions that we played on real hardware. Nice. Smash that hardware out. Smash that FF challenge out of the way. The name of the car is quite funny. It's like Tom's T111. It's like saying, hey, this is Tom's T111. Besides resolution and the music though, I don't see that much of a difference personally in the two versions between PAL and NTSC. I do think the USA version of Gran Turismo 2 has better soundtrack though. But that's probably coming from someone who listened to a fair amount of rock music. I also like how GT3 is a bit harder to break apart early, with some more restrictions on events. True, it's a little more refined to progress through, I suppose. But that's probably also because, well, it's hard to buy cars, because you're either going off the cars off the dealership, which is pretty expensive, because they did, from memory, they didn't do a used car dealership in Gran Turismo 3. All the prize cars that you got. Now, if my calculations are correct, it should be a Mugen Prelude we got now. Yep, and a red one as well, same as the emulator. So the only thing we really got a different color of was the Mugen Accord. Sweet. We'll hit the final race of the Club and Cup. I've already got all the licenses, so we're fully focused on the races from here. This is gonna be fun. Sorry, chat. I was just looking at some stats on my second monitor. Oh, we got a Delta. I think I'm the only front-wheel drive here. Yeah, 2 identical Skylines. They're like twin brothers. It's too bad you can't connect a PS2 controller to this game and use the PS2 controller's pressure functions. That would be cool. Ooh, squeeze! That worked a little too well, I think. Oh, drat. Yeah, I think I'm the only front-wheel drive. That Delta will probably be 4-wheel drive. Maybe. It'll either be 4 or rear. Those 2 Skylines are 4. That Jaguar will be 4 rear. I mean, it depends on what that green car behind me is. I can't quite make out its model. Bad shift. Thanks for the push, buddy. That was a nice pass. I admit, I can't quite remember if I tuned this car or not before I took on this race on the emulator game data. See, look, I out-accelerated them like crazy at the start of the race, and now they're out-accelerating me. The cheating bastards. Cheating scallywags. Shit, that Skyline might have me, unless I pass him in the last corner. Come on, little prelude. Thanks for the boost. Oh boy. No. Ah, I forgot to shift. Ah, dang it. Jaguar passed me. He probably wouldn't have passed me if I shifted properly. Dang it. We're gonna need to try that one again. I think when I buy a car for the 4-wheel drive challenge, in the emulated save I bought a Subaru. I think I might buy a completely different car in this round. Maybe I'll buy a, I don't know. Let's win this Clubman race and we'll work it out from there. Maybe I'll buy something non-Japanese. Maybe I'll get a Lancia. Like a Delta. Or, what other options are there? We'll have to go shopping. That's a Clio V6. It's awesome how this console's detailed enough that you can still make out the logos and what's on people's license plates. Like if you get close enough, I can still make out the Mugen logo on mine. Ooh, drat. Clio V6 would be a cool car to get, but I don't think it's not four-wheel drive. It's MR from memory. Though it would be a good choice for the Let's Speak Engine challenge. Now I've got to work on that corner. Lucky. I do not remember struggling this hard in my last playthrough. At least it's still generous prize money if I came second. Wow, they always like to bump into you at the wrong times. Here, another car's turbo. It ain't mine. This thing ain't even a turbo. Who was that? Hello, Cobra. How are you? Move! Off that Beamer. Right, I've got to pass him in the next few corners. If we're going to want this to work. No, not the wall. Oh, bollocks. That was a good slide. Yes. Oh, yes. We're looking good. Go, little prelude. Yes! I'll bet that was the only Japanese car in this lineup. Oh, no, we had a Skyline. Forgot about that Skyline. Just hanging. I reinstalled Minecraft. Nice. Did the Skyblock streams inspire you? Well, hey, we've got plenty of money for car shopping now. Let's I didn't think of an all-wheel drive car to get. There wouldn't be many all-wheel drive cars in America, would there be? There's the muscle cars, of course. Those would be a bit tricky to drive on dirt, methinks. I want something that I can tune to beat proper rally cars. What version do you have? The Skyblock Island? I'm playing on 1.21.11, I think. Take me with a grain of salt. I can't remember the version numbers for the life of me. Whatever update introduced the spears for the first time. Alright, let's see what we have here. Audi ought to have a fair amount of options. Nope, their cheapest car is like 30-something grand. Aston Martin Beamer. None of these cars would be all-wheel drive, would they? Nope. That Lupo will be front-wheel drive. Let's see what's in Lancia. Quite a few deltas to choose from here. I'd say we could sell one of the cars that we have. Nah. Let's do what we did before and go for a, we might have to go for another Japanese car in this one. Last time I went for a Subi. Why don't we go for a Mitsubishi this time? I'm playing on the oh, you're playing Bedrock. Okay, that's different from the PC version then. Completely different. Alright, we can go this far down the list. The 3000 GT, that's four-wheel drive, isn't it? Yep. I don't know if that's very rally friendly though. Sucks we can't play. Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, I too have the Bedrock version on PC and PS5, so we'd be able to play on that version. But let's say you wouldn't be able to join the Skyblock Island with the Bedrock version, if you catch my drift, because they are coded like with different engines and such. Hey chat, imagine a station wagon rally car. That would be pretty cool. This Evo could work. Yeah, let's go with this. We're going with Mitsubishi instead of Subaru this time. Ha 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 hee hee. Let's do as much power upgrades as we can. Oh, hang on. Nope, this thing needs a turbo upgrade. Ah. Do it, station wagon rally car, drat. It's too late, unfortunately. I mean, I might win a station wagon later on. If we win a station wagon, I'll turn that into a rally car. Has there ever actually been a station wagon rally car, or have they always done, they've always done just sedan rally cars, haven't they? Right, four-wheel drive challenge. Let's hit it. This sounds just like the Mirage I drove. Still sounds cool though. Oh, the Mazda 323 is a rally car? Four-wheel drive? Ow. That's an Audi. Sorry. Would you be interested in doing Need for Speed Payback? Maybe not stream Need for Speed Payback because I've already played through the game like quite a few times. I only own the game on PS5. If I was to reset my data and play again, I'd be able to spin all my car packs and fully tune a car right from the very beginning, and that would be cheating. But don't get me wrong, Payback is a pretty good game. It could be an option for 100%ing, but is there actually a like a percentage somewhere in Need for Speed Payback? Oh, drat. I don't drive Mitzies often. That is a cool looking Mazda. It's alright. Thanks for the push. No contact sport my ass. God, that Mazda's giving me lots of trouble. Drat. That Mazda was swarming me like a fly. My mum used to have a 323. Oh well, means we've got a bit of extra money for tuning. Just a little bit. It could be worth trying that again. I won't put a flywheel on because Seattle's got some pretty decent hills. Let's put this on. Alright, here we go. Seattle short course. Let's try that one again. I think I need to not slide so much into the corners. That might be why that 323 was bombarding me. He probably, in all fairness, hit me 323 times. Probably not, but that would be a huge amount of collisions. Wow, even a sports muffler can really change the sound of a car. I could have done the Nissan Pulsar as well. You know what, chat? I have an idea. Did I save my game after buying the Mitsubishi Lancer? Let's revert that Mitsubishi purchase. And we'll go for something like a Nissan Pulsar or a Mazda 323. Oh, why did I reboot my console? I could have just loaded the game. Excuse me. Can't go wrong with the classics. I'm getting all sniffy for some reason. Must have caught some hay fever at that car meet. Makes sense that it's only the European version that allows you to choose the languages. Alright, let's see how far back we went. I'm pretty sure I saved after winning that, after that last Clubman Cup. Sweet, we did save. So, how powerful is an Nissan Pulsar? Let's see. I guess my question is it known as a Pulsar, or is it known as something else? Wow, there's a lot of types of Skylines here. 200 A6. Won't be Primera, will it? Okay, not a Primera. Maybe the Pulsar's considered a brand new car. What? I guess that Pulsar's not anywhere. Maybe it's a car that you win. Might be the stage here. Sunny. I think that's the name here. Oh, Sun. Actually, it might be Sunny. Hang on. Is this Sunny? No, it won't be in here. It'll be in new. You might be right, actually. Hang on. No, that's not it. I've always known the Sunny is a sedan. Stagia? That's like the Skyline chassis. Don't think it will be the Almera, will it? I'm gonna go hunting. Okay, now it's not the Almera. That's FF anyway. Perhaps it's just simply not in the used car list. Z. Yeah, might not be in here at the moment. Maybe it's a car that we win later on. What about the other candidate I had, which was the Mazda 323? I'm also tempted to get a bit silly and buy a Daihatsu Sirian, because that's the car that rivaled the shit out of me back in the dirt events in the emulator. Wow, 323s are cheap. Well, I like me a red one. Looks as red as my Nissan. This will make a good rally car. Right, we'll put some power on this thing. I think the Lancer had more power by stock, so let's see what we can do. I'm guessing by stock this thing is turbo, but I'll put a turbo on it nonetheless. Right, stage 1. Here we are, and I think I should be able to get weight reduction as well. Bingo. That'll work. Let's try it again. As far as this game's concerned, we never purchased a Lancer. I also love hot hatchbacks, so I'm kind of glad I did this. My bad, chat. I was just responding to a message. Do they make this in Sunnies in hatchback form, I wonder? Surely they do. Wait, what? Oh, analog, that's why. I was wondering why my throttle wasn't working for a second there. This will make a very interesting rally car once it gets tuned up. And there's a black Lancer there. It's like I'm playing through one of the it's like I'm playing through that 323's perspective, the one that bombarded me in the last race. Or it's the ghost of that previous Mitzi saying, "Why did you abandon me?" I'm not very good at this track. I will say this now. That power and weight reduction I did though is definitely helping. They always seem to out-accelerate me. So many bumps and jumps. I wonder if I could catch some air on one of these ramps here. Ow. Ah, that was a good corner. Nailed it. Go, little master. That was awesome. Had a fellow 323 in this race. It's kind of cool racing against the same car. Because that's when it becomes a battle of skill rather than of power. Assuming the two cars are tuned the same anyway. Right, we're sticking with this one. Sweet. Chat's looking a little funny. Let me just wind that a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Surely they made like a hatchback version of the Nissan Sunny. That would be cool if they did. Right, let's see what car we won. Oh, here's a four-wheel drive rally car we can do. The Legacy Wagon. Okay, so car earnings are pretty much the same then, because we also earned a Legacy Wagon in the last, oh geez. In the last playthrough we did. Well, now we've got another car we could use to our leverage. Ah, it's having a moment. I don't know if it's the disc reader or the disc itself, but sometimes it freezes for a bit longer than usual. And when I listen to the console, it's making whirring noises. Not whirring noises, it's like, you know the sound a CD player makes when it's trying to read a CD? That's the noises it's making, the types of noises anyway. I'd say it could be worth hitting the Japanese nationals. I think the 323 will have enough power, so too much power, so we'll take the toms on the first one. If I remember correctly, 197 was the maximum horsepower for the Japanese nationals. Bingo. Get ourselves a good amount of money. It would have honestly been pretty funny if I tuned up a Daihatsu Syrian. I admit, part of me does wish Gran Turismo 2 still had qualification mode, like what Gran Turismo 1 did, where you had to do like a short hot lap to set your position on the grid. I wonder why they took that out. Probably because everyone was skipping them. Maybe. Speaking of qualifying, I still haven't checked out the power pack in Gran Turismo 7. Should check it out one of these days. Look at this Tom's go, it's kicking their ass. Bit of understeer there. Wonders if I could find a Nigcon somewhere on Trade Me. Problem with it is it doesn't exactly have a button for handbrakes. Unless you could probably map the shifting up and down to the analog stick, and then use the others as handbrake in reverse, maybe? Wow, 2 Toyota Yaris's. Those are shooting up pretty quick. I'm an idiot. I don't think it was a Nissan Pulsar. It was a Nissan Micra that we were looking at. And it was right under our nose. There we go. A little bit of a posture shake there. I enter race 2 for the Japanese Nationals in the Legacy. Legacy or the 323? What one? I think I've put more power into the 323 so far. I'll put more power into it. We got to spec it up for rally after all. Super close gearing. Not the best addition. My discoveries. I do apologize if I'm speaking quite vaguely here, chat. I am admittedly a little bit more tired than I usually am. Come on, load! I wonder if this thing would like slow itself down as it gets hot. Maybe one day I will take it apart and just clean out all the dust that's in there. Give the casings and bits and pieces a good wash. In fact, the console itself is quite yellowed. I wonder how you would take it apart and get rid of some of that yellowing. I'm no expert when it comes to that type of restoration. You know, I know my mother used to drive one of these. A white one, I think. It wasn't a GTR, but it was still a Mazda 323 nonetheless. Right, let's put a racing muffler on. Ah, I never put a sports ROM in. Here we go. Don't think we need to worry about any of these for now. Further weight reduction, I think, is 6 grand from memory. Clutch and flywheel, that's the other thing we can touch. It's funny, I never find myself touching the brakes and suspension. I really should. Here we go, Japanese National. I just noticed all 3 Japanese National races are in midfield. Talk about variety. Right, let's see what we got. Sounds kind of cool. There's a lot of rig cars here. If I knew my first gear was a little bit longer. Right, this should be pure and simple. Come on, little master. honestly sounds pretty cool. Come on, little master, push! Push! Oh, drat, bollocks. Why are there so many red cars? We almost look the same at first glance. Maybe it was a bad idea to try and power slide like that. If I could out-accelerate these guys on the straight, I should be able to out-accelerate them here. At the start, I was meant to say. There we go. The 323 takes it. Now, I'm imagining the third race requires a lot of power, so I might hold off on the third race for now. It probably is possible to get this car all the way up to about 500, 600 horsepower if you wanted to. The max turbo and the all the other bits and pieces you can put on. Right, should have enough power to tackle the second four-wheel drive challenge. Hopefully. Wait, are we on Seattle again? Yeah, we are. Oh, it's the full course, not the course we did before. Oopsie daisy. Alright, little master, show me. Wait a minute, was that a... Oh, you're kidding. That's the Celica GT4 model I like. I thought it wasn't present in the game. You know what? I probably didn't spot it in the last save because it was a new and not used. Damn it. There we go. Me thinking that model was new enough for it to show up in used vehicles at the time. Sorry, old enough, I should say. It's really easy to forget that, you know, in a game like this, these cars that we're driving are still relatively, like, brand new at the time. In fact, I remember a viewer telling me the S2000 made its debut in this game. Ow. That Subi's got some power. Hey, at least that got me a good exit speed. I'm not used to this course at all. In the inside. It's one thing I kind of love about GT2. You can do stupid little moves like that without any consequence. I think the endurance races have a penalty system, but these races don't. Because when you think about it, people are probably still learning to drive in this game at the time. I've got a Subi to my left and a Subi to my right. I'm locked in. Sweet. Got some distance between us. How the fuck did you catch up so fast? I probably didn't take that last corner very well though, in all fairness. No, you guys aren't passing me today. Apparently they lift off or hit the brakes a bit. Nice. Hatchback power. I love hatchbacks. What kind of car we got after the second race? Was it another Subi? It might have been the Subaru SVX from memory. I think I just sold that immediately because I didn't like it. Love to rise in the summer morning. That's how I very vaguely remember it anyway. Let's see, let's go home and let's have a quick look-see. Once this thing loads, of course. There we go. If I remember correctly, I took up that last race in the 4-wheel drive challenge in my rally spec'd up Subi. Ah, here we go. Nismo 400R. I remember that one. We'll hold on to that one for now. I certainly couldn't take on the last race of the 4-wheel drive challenge with it, but I could probably take on the last Japanese national championships with it. Nope, never mind, its power's a bit too high. Wagon Cup, Grand Tour, Pure Sports Car. There's heaps of cups we can do here. Could it do Wagon Cup? I've got the Legacy Wagon for that. Grand Touring Car. Hey, I could do Grand Touring Car because, well, My 323 is a GTR after all. Loopholes. I don't think I have enough power though, in all fairness, but let's see how this goes. All in the name of completion percentage. Wow, quite a few Gran Tours here. Gran Tours. So what do we got? We've got Nissan Skyline. That's got GTR in it as well. Toyota Supra. I don't think that's got GT in its name. Probably doesn't matter whether or not it's got GT in its name, in all fairness. All I know is they've got loads more power than what I do. Don't slide to the outside, thank you. This is going to be quite the battle, I reckon. It's kind of funny knowing even Gran Turismo 4 used the same turbo sounds that we hear in this version of the game. Speedy Gonzalez. Probably could have kept my foot on the floor there. Right, I wonder if I could pass those two. I don't think I could, but I wonder if I just casually sent it around the corner, I should be fine. You know, in hindsight, I probably could have just taken that Nismo I won. Sorry! Yes! Ooh, look at this thing go! Oh yeah, that Supra's fast. Smack into his side there. Give me a little bit of braking assist. Thanks, buddy. It's just casual racing game style, isn't it? Just use your opponent's or the wall to assist getting around the corner. That didn't go so well. Block him, block him. This race is mine. Got him. Oh fuck, why did I play that? It's 3 laps. Too early for victory. Well, you know what they say, don't celebrate too early. Oh boy. I don't have any assistance on that one. Alright, that should give me a good corner exit speed. This is like the most violent race you could have in Gran Turismo 2. Just miscalculated that. That Supra's giving me a lot of trouble. Alright, here comes the Camaro. Yes! Now that one's for real. Jeez, the 323 did pretty well. Either the 323 did well, or that was me just smacking into other cars constantly. Like a cheeky bastard. Should get a pretty decent car from this one, actually. Let's find out, shall we? Sweet. Right, let's see. Better be a useful car. It's probably most likely gonna be a Japanese car, I reckon. I doubt after driving a Mazda 323, I wouldn't exactly win an Aston Martin or anything. Dyson. Oh, this is a race car. Oh, now this looks like a drift car. This is probably a good car to use in the next This is a good car to use in the next Grand Tourer Championship. I bet though, if I enter this car, every other car is going to be race spec as well. We'll see. This car could be good for the FR challenge too. At least the last one. Grand Valley. So weird seeing Grand Valley as a track and not a highway. I'm too used to the track being a highway now. Thanks, GD7. I'm the only race car. I'd be amazed if these road cars can keep up. But on the other hand, I also don't know if this car is meant for racing or drifting. I'm also FR. Go, little Sylvia! Oh yeah, no, this thing is kicking ass. Hey, oh shit! Ah. This might be a candidate for the final Japanese Nationals. This thing's got good grip. Might need to put some better tires on it though. Ah, dang it. I don't exactly have muscle memory of this track. Right, I know this is that bridge area. This track definitely has different, more elevation changes in Gran Turismo 7, with it being a highway. Those guys are keeping up quite well. This is a cool Sylvia. How on earth did I win this one from winning a race in a 323? Chef's pretty fast too. Yeah, definitely be careful to lose the rear end. Trap. S-curves are tough. I think it comes with racing tires, but they're not on by default. Maybe. Let's have a look. If I enter this thing in another race, I'll have a quick look-see. This kind of feels like cheating, I must admit. But hey, if I won this car from a Gran Touring car event, I could use this car. Boost sounds kind of funny in this game because it's not exactly realistic. Oh shit. Through the tunnel. Whoa, fuck! Shit, that's not good. Can't lose it off. Can't lose it in the last lap of the race now. That was a good recovery. Sweet! Dyson Sylvia GT. Yeah, what is considered a Grand Tourer in this game? Because the only one that had GT in this name is myself and that Skyline. 20,000! Holy shit! It's funny. There becomes a point in a Gran Turismo save where it just gets really easy to earn credits for some reason. Probably when you get to the higher up races or the endurance races. I'll bet it's another race car I've won though. Let's see. And yeah, I'll check the tires, see if they actually have come with a set of racing sets. .591 horsepower for the last one. Sheesh. Load, please. There we go. Another race car. Musion NSX. Wow, 608 horsepower. This one's one of the proper casual race cars. Like the Takata. I gotta take this thing for a spin. Look at that. We're already getting race cars. surely we could use this one in the last Grand Tour race then. Once this thing loads, it's probably getting hot. It's not too bad. Come on, console. There we go. This is the only downside of going back to real hardware. Just the loading times of the disk drive and such. Should probably give the disc another polish. I've got some cutting compound in the cabinet there. Oh, drat. This thing's got too much power. Never mind then. Wasn't there something here for a, like a proper race car? Yeah, GT300 and then there's GT500. I'll have to come back to that one later. Yeah, even that Sylvia's got too much power for Japanese National. So I have to cast that race car aside for now, I think. What's our next step, I wonder? We've got enough money that we could spec up that 323 a lot more. Let's make it rally ready. I want to try and take on that Daihatsu Sirian again. It seems to lag the most when it's in the home section. Everything else, it loads okay. Because this one loads its data from the disk every time you select something in the menu, whereas I think with Gran Turismo 1, the whole entire menu is loaded into the RAM. Okay, 323. Ah, wrong button. Right, first things first, rally tyres. That is the most important part for a rally car. Now, because I'm doing a rally build, what stage turbo can I put on this thing? I can do 2, can't do 4. Stage 3 is like 40,000. Let's just do stage 2 for now. Because it might be able to handle good on the dirt. We'll see. Definitely a racing muffler, I'd say. Oh no, I already have one put one on. Sweet. Oh, cool. We could put stage 3 weight reduction on this one. We couldn't with the last Subi I tried to drive. Now we won't worry about the gearing for this one. Clutch. I'll put a triple plate on. There we are. Well, hello there everyone. How have you lot been going? Not too bad, Scare. We've almost caught up to the emulated save. In fact, I'd say we have, not from a percentage perspective, but we've got a couple 600 horsepower race cars in the garage now. I'm just about to take a Mazda 323 onto the dirt. Sorry, about 2 hours late. Still out, but was falling asleep on asphalt on phone, so came to here. Totally fair. Let the stream reinvigorate your energy. Right, now we've got a hatchback for rally racing. This is the way it was meant to be. I have to assume the dirt tires are on. Oh, you know what? I could probably use those race cars on the FR challenge now that I think about it. This Mazda versus Daihatsu. Oh, Proxesu. What's up? I got a question for you because you yap so much in your stream. Quiet, you! But, what's up? Oh, shit. Fuck. Well, I don't know yet if it's as stable as that Subi. How the fuck can you talk so long without losing it mentally? Probably because when I talk, I usually have something to talk about. Either I have something to talk about or I'm talking to you guys in chat, as in like a conversation. At worst, my throat gets sore, but that also depends on how I'm feeling and what I'm drinking as well. About 1.5 hours into a 6-hour collab which I was in, which was also a voice reveal, I started losing it. When you say losing it, you're talking about like oh, I can't take it anymore kind of aspect or something. Yeah, okay, this 323 was not in a good start. Definitely need to put some more work towards it. Losing it mentally, so like, you know, oh, I can't take it anymore. Yeah, I'm used to long talking sessions as well, you know, thanks to work and, I guess gaming a lot when I was in my younger years as well. It's a bit tricky to explain, I'm not gonna lie. Right, needless to say, the 323 is not ready. What I want to do, how much power is needed for the FR challenge? Oh, I could take that racing Sylvia on these two. I'll need to find another FR for the Clubman stage, but we can probably just buy a random FR. Oh, I got an idea. Let's use the Sylvia on those middle two FR challenges, and then we can use whatever FR we win on the Clubman stage. Oh, so you just build up the non-stop talking skills? I suppose so. God, my throat was sore when I did a 24-hour stream back in 2021. As long as you have liquids with you, then it does help. Right, Daishin Sylvia. Yep, this should be eligible. GG, I'm cooked then. As a big time introvert, I don't talk much out loud. Fair enough. I mean, it might be nerve-wracking at first as well, but the more you do it, the better at it you get, I find. I had a plan to make it this hard at the start. Oh yeah? What were you thinking? Oh, this is actually gonna look cool. I wish I could feather the throttle at the start though. This Sylvia is gonna be my carrier for a little bit, I think. this Sylvia is cool, and those road cars are keeping up just nicely. Control the viewers with making my voice higher pitch, Mickey Mouse sounding apparently for like 30-40 minutes, and swap to a deeper voice for 15-20 minutes then normal. Oh, were you gonna do that with like a voice changer, or were you gonna like actually play that voice? I would love to see a Mickey Mouse voice impression. I'm leaving these fuckers in the dust. I did it without voice chat. Oh, nice. I couldn't keep it together if I did something like that. Oh shit. The tricky thing I've got is my voice is pretty high for my age. And I know I've told this story many times before, but I have so many customers I call at work. Think I'm a girl when I speak to them over the phone. Oh shit. I just had a high-pitched voice. It wasn't meant to be Mickey Mouse. Oh yeah, I know. I was just, since you mentioned Mickey Mouse, I just had that curious thought. Oh shit! I did it again! I can't help but wonder if this thing is supposed to be a drift car. This thing holds traction pretty well. I wonder if this is supposed to be like Tokyo Expressway. Whew. My phone's got 15% left out. Oh shit. You better charge it if you can. That was a good race. That Sylvia handles really well. Right, I say we tackle that last race in this car. I can't. That's why I Twitch on. That's why I on Twitch on it. Oh, what did they use more battery? Oh yeah, you're out at the moment. You said. Midfield. Alright, let's see how this thing goes. I am curious. And I'll also need to check what cars I've won as well. How much faster are these cars going to be, I wonder? That RX-7's keeping up. I feel like on the last couple laps they're going to be able to out-accelerate me. And you're still out. Oh, gotcha. I don't feel like you have to stay here if you don't want to use up your battery or anything. Although you're still trying. You're trying to go for your streak, aren't you? Oh boy. I don't care, my streak already here. Fair enough and nice. Remind me, you gotta hang on the stream for like 10 minutes to claim a streak, right? This car kicks ass. It feels like I'm cheating, but but it allows me to. Oh, fuckle duckle. Ow. Oh, I'm talking about my streak. Forgot to say this like 1.5 hours ago. Sheesh. 25 streams. It's too bad it doesn't like give you like extra bonus amplify points for each day's streak. Like it doesn't build up and build up the higher your streak points go. Five, 10 minutes, gotcha. I wonder if there's somewhere I can see a leaderboard of everyone's streaks. It does it, those milestones, and then you can send them, you get extra points. Oh yeah. So, I wonder how many points you get if, for example, it went to like 50-day streak. Wow, I got really far ahead. And here I was thinking they were going to out-accelerate me on the straight there. Well, I got 70 for someone else, and that's still 450. Ah, okay, so it doesn't build up. Well, that's a bugger. Alright, let's take a look and see what cars I've got, and we can use it towards the first FR challenge. If I can tackle that last Gran Turismo race as well in that Silvia race car. Because the last thing they used was road cars entirely. Right, 295 is the limit. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have won. Turismo 270. There's probably a Skyline model. Oh no, that's a S14. Could use that. And then I saw we have an RX-7 as well. Fuck yeah. Load, please. Oh, dang it. Did I just hit triangle? Oh, here we go. GTC almost looks like a Spirit R. Oh yeah, how's the gas prices looking for you guys? It's a joke up here. When I last looked at the MPD gas station, 95 was $3.50 a litre. But some stations like Z and PP go up to about $3.70 per litre. But I've heard in some parts of Auckland it's hit $4 a litre. 98 is like $3.80 a litre. $91 is 3379, 95 or 98, whatever one is. Around 380, and diesel was 390. Sheesh, it's a lot more up there. Oh, I think this RX-7 is like the limit. $98 is probably... 98 would be 380 would be my guess. 95 would be somewhere in between. Feels like diesel's taking more of a hit than petrol though. Oh, this RX-7 sounds cool. That's a Miata. 2 Miatas. It's getting fucking expensive. We only got one of them out of 95 or 98. Really? True though, I guess some gas stations has only 91 and 98. Gas stations here in Christchurch have 91, 95. All gas stations I've been to at least have 91 and 95. Some have 98. Some don't have 98, but they have quote unquote 100 plus. Yeah, we not got the other. Ah, oh, drat. There'll be some in some far away gas stations though, I'd warrant. Yeah, no problem, Scare. Blue colour goes so well with the lights here. These towns around here are too small for more than 3 main fuels. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, that sounds about right then, if you just have 91 and 98, but I honestly thought, I am surprised, because there are cars on the road that are like required to run on 90, 95. Are you sure that it's 91 and 98 and not 95? Because I would hate to pull up to a gas station and find I have to put in 98. I love Clumping Stage. It was one of my favourite tracks in Gran Turismo 4. Might be 95, I don't know what one. Do you know what colour it was? 91's green, 95 is red, and 98 is typically purple. Though if it's mobile, I think it's like blue for 91, grey for 95, red for 98. I don't know, mobile does different colours to most other gas stations. I only look at 91 and diesel, yeah, fair enough. I put 95 in my car, so I always look at those prices. Green, red, and black. Okay, yeah, 91, 95, and diesel, not 98. I was wondering, because there are some cars, like mostly European cars, that have to run on 98. Sorry, 95. We not got a mobile. I'm guessing you're either MPD or Gull? Sweet, well that's the FR challenge out of the way. Let's see if we can tackle that last Grand Tourer Cup in the Sylvia. Yeah, 91 and 95. Nope and nope. Oh, drat. The only other one I can think of then is Tasman Fuels or Caltex and Z. Fuck, for Caltex and Z. Oh no, that explains it then. If it's 380, then yeah, of course it would be Caltex and Z. No, it's way more expensive. Ooh, Salady. Feels more expensive up there. 380 a litre for 95 where you are. Here it's 350. For MPD at least. Some BPs and Zs have it much higher. Let's see, Grand Touring Car. Let's see how well this Sylvia holds out. I get the feeling I'll be up against road cars here, so should be fun. We all know racing cars have the highest handling superiority. Let's see. we're on midfield again. Feels like we're milking midfield raceway quite a bit. Wow, these cars are tuned. This is going to be fun. I think I out-corner them for sure. Here we go, this thing's whooping. You know, the wing mirrors look kind of different on one side and the other. Here we are. This thing's pinned though. I thought with this thing being FR I'd be losing it a lot more, but no, this thing's pinned. This is like 400 horsepower, 891 kilos, I think this thing was. If I remember correctly. If I lost it again, then holy shit. I am amazed that, I know I said this before, but I am amazed that given how all these controllers are, well, this controller in particular, I don't have any stick drift. Friday was pain. How so, my man? That was the day I was streaming Minecraft. Yesterday was pain for me, I'll tell you that. Thanks, work. I think we're gonna get a pretty powerful race car from this one. The last one gave us a Castrol NSX, 600 horsepower. This one's bound to give me something a lot better. Imagine if I got a Suzuki Escudo from it. Ow. Morning, nerds. Hello, K-Mac. And a good morning to you too, good sir. How are you, man? You doing all good? Alright, let's see what we got. It's probably a much more powerful race car if I had to take a bet. Sooner or later, we're gonna have so many cars. Unisia GTR. Oh, I knew it was gonna be more powerful. 700 horsepower. Too bad it's not the Suzuki Escudo, though. Well, that one's probably a GT500 in all fairness. Man, just that normal morning groggy feeling. Fair enough, I take it you just woke up, huh? Well, question is, what's our next target? There's a midship challenge, but there's only a couple MR cars I know, which is the Toyota MR2, the Renault V6, and the Honda NSX. Luxury 4-door cup, global compact car. There's a few options that we have here. I say, let's grab that 323 and spec it up more. I had to carry 25 kilo bags, about 10 meters, and then mix them up into the pits using the pump, using a sucking volume sort of system with a hose. Hang on. Bags. Using the pump, using a sucking vacuum sort of system with a hose. What would you be sucking up? 825 kilos later, it was time for the next type of bag. Ooh, so in other words, a lot of cement. Here we go, the chosen rally car. In fact, just out of curiosity, how much is that silly car I've been looking at? Oh, wrong one. The powder in the bags, not cement, drill mud. Ah, okay, my bad. Come to think of it, haven't I looked here before? There's a Prius. You know what, chat? Only because I am dead curious, I'm gonna get this. I want to see how a hybrid is portrayed in this game. Because I think this is one of the first hybrids. And the bags are all dead weight as well, which made it worse. Ah, okay. I see, I see. Probably slow as fucking crap. Yeah, probably in all fairness. Because it's only got like, what, 57 horsepower? Let's do a speed test on it. Chat, wouldn't it be funny if I made this thing into a racing Prius? That would be... I could use it in like the Global Compact Car Cup or something. That would be quite interesting. Who knows what kind of tuning you could do a hybrid though? You couldn't tune mine. I doubt you could tune this one. Drift car. It's a front wheel drive. I don't think I can make it a drift car. Unless you put like McDonald's trays on the rear wheels. Oh, start button's up there. Ah, I didn't even have to choose my transmission. Oh, I can't even rev. I suppose this is a accurate representation. Oh, yep. And the engine cuts off if I let off. can't even hear it properly. I wonder if this is the game where the Prius made its debut. It's just hanging at... Oh, right, it's because this thing's a freaking CVT. I've thrown the back end of my car out a little bit and my car front wheel, and that wasn't on purpose. True. You can slide in a front wheel drive, but you couldn't, like, you know, hold and maintain a drift. This thing's a little bit too grippy, methinks. That's not a bad speed, though. Can we tune it? I want to see if I can tune it. Make a racing Prius. Every garage has got to have a meme car, right? Man, I can only imagine what the car's battery life would have been. That's your skill issue. Maybe it's because I was on a cambered track. Okay, Toyota. Let's see what kind of tuning we can do. Ow! Can't do muffler. Can't do sports ROM. Can't do engine balancing. Can't do port grinding. Ah, shit. Can't do anything with the engine tuning. We can probably do brakes. We can't even do brakes! Man, that was the day I learned I might drive too fast. My dad called me asking if I could slow down after I took the lead, because he was braking on turns too much, which with high engine speeds. Fair. Well, I mean, of course we can't do close gearing. I doubt the flywheel and propeller shaft would have a... Nope. The only thing I could see being feasible is the sports tires, suspension, and the weight reduction. I can't even do sports suspension. Okay, I can do sports tires, that's good. I can't even do weight reduction. You can't do anything to improve this thing's performance. Well, still, I'm curious to see if this thing can perform well. Let's enter it in the... Can I do lightweight K-Kart? Oh, I can, yes! Let's see how this thing goes. He was driving a 2007 or 2017 Mustang. I can't remember what year. Pretty sure it was a 2017. No, not 100%. Depends on how it looks, really. I'm not exactly surprised, though. It's easy to lose the rear end in a Mustang, from what I've heard. Yeah, you probably couldn't consider this thing a K car. I mean, it's compact. But hey, I'll put it this way, chat. It's faster than the last car I used, which was the Daihatsu Midget. Go, little Prius! American Muscle doesn't know what a corner is. Touche. What the fuck's a corner? Top quality graphics right here, right? People would have been mind blown with these graphics way back in the day. We're on real hardware now, so it's a lot more pixelated than the emulator. Oh no, it was me that was having to slow down and had the backing going out a little. And my dad drives us. Ah, of course. Yeah, this thing's not performing too bad. Definitely goes faster than the Daihatsu Midget does. I probably should have put the sports tires on and then, in hindsight. But how you going, Wobbenup? Welcome back. I wonder if we could put this Prius up to 500 kilometers an hour. I was in my 2007 little Arius, or Auris. Yep, you still had that back then, eh? Ooh, this Prius is going though. I mean, honestly, the signs, middle lines, even the trees, people would have killed for this back then if they knew how bad it could have been. Yeah, no, back then we would have been playing racing games on 16-bit graphics. I don't think these weren't the best graphics in the world at the time, though. Consoles like the Nintendo 64, I think, were taking the cake, but still, there's a charm to PS1 graphics that's makes the PS1 the PS1, you know? Just like the wobbly textures and stuff. Oh, was it last year? Oops. And yeah, these graphics not bad. You gotta love them. And it's detailed enough that, you know, if you're looking at something like the license plate, even if the text is like pixelated, or even if the badge is all pixelated, you can still make out what it's meant to say. Oh, I might actually get a proper K car out of this. Definitely, when PS1 released, it was a global success for no reason. Sony made it to spite Nintendo. That when you think about it, yeah, no, Sony made it to spite Nintendo. Because originally, a little bit of trivia for you guys. The Sony PlayStation, originally it was going to be the Nintendo PlayStation. It was supposed to be, I don't know if it was supposed to be an add-on or a full console derived off the Super Nintendo. And when Nintendo and Sony were about to announce it, Nintendo essentially backed out at the last minute. So Sony created the PS1 to spite them. And then years and years later, we've got the PlayStation that we know and love today. If you get the right monitor, they look just as good as they did back then. Like Destiny 1 on my 4K graphics starts to look like this, but on my 1080p TV in bedroom, it looks perfect. This would look way better on a CRT, needless to say. Oh yeah, right, I can't rev. I keep thinking for a second that my controller isn't working. No one cared about me when my PS1 came out. Oh, I'm sure someone did. Yeah, I guess I'm not exactly a K car. Whew. It's different games made for lower graphics screens. 16-bit games as well. Sorry, 32-bit games. No, we could say 16-bit. They look a lot better on a CRT than they do on a modern monitor. How about PS1? The PS1 came out in 1995, I think. 1994, gotcha. That was the original big square models that we all came to know and love. I've got the slim model personally. PS2 was 99 or 2000. It's amazing. I wasn't even born when the PS2 came out, and that console is amazing. Are you meaning that you weren't born at the time, Scare, when those two consoles came out? PS1 was actually a little white console. That's what it was meant to be back in the Super Nintendo days. Nintendo PlayStation. Dang it. We knew it as like a big square grey console, wasn't it? Or was it white? I can't remember. I don't think I've actually seen one in person before. Ow. Yeah, I 2003 baby, so no one cared about me when those consoles came out. Yeah, fair. It's amazing to think I was born on the year Gran Turismo 3 came out. Yeah, it was like a regular off-white grey. Oh, okay, so it's probably the same grey as my console then. Yeah, the big grey one was just the PlayStation, but the PS1 actually said PS1 on it, and it's a small white compact thing. Yeah, that's the one I've got. The one that says PS1 on it, that's the one I've got. And I've got the controller for it too. Oh, it's mirrored, but on here it says PS1. Yeah, I guess the official name was just PlayStation, but everyone calls them PS1 nowadays. Alright, one last race in the Prius. It's interesting they don't like portray things like battery level and such, but then again, that's all you probably saw in the Toyota Prius. Just the tachometer and a rev. I'd like to see what the first Prius looked like on the inside. Still wouldn't call it white, yeah. It's like, yeah, no, you're right on the fact it's off-white silver. Mine's kind of, my console has unfortunately yellowed a bit. I should take it apart and just like do something to the panels to restore the color. Oh, we're gonna need some top speed in this one. Yeah, I'd like to think this was the first hybrid. First console I ever got. Nice. Yeah, the PS2 was my first console. And I grew up playing a lot of Gran Turismo 4. Years later I found an Intellivision and it blew my mind. Intellivision, sheesh. Yeah, I'll be back at home. Sweet! Welcome back. You are now clear to charge your phone. I can't even hear my engine. I think my car's actually making any noise. I think it's just making an electric noise. This thing's holding its own now. OG Intellivision from '74. That goes way back. Isn't that the one where you had a screen and you had to put a card in front of the screen? Oh no, I'm hearing a bit of engine noise behind the sound. Ow. Shit, this thing's holding its own though. Sega Mega Drive and NES was my first systems, and the N64. Nice. Sonic 2 was my first ever video game, which I played in one of my aunt's houses because they had a Mega Drive. Mega Drive 2, I think. I've got a Mega Drive Mini here I'm going to install into my car at some point. I had no idea how much it was worth, but purchased it for £3 in a charity shop because I like the look of it. I haven't actually seen the console itself. I'll have to have a look. My primary school had a Sega Mega Drive. Nice. That would have been the best thing to play at lunchtime. Reminds me of the most retro phone I ever saw. Anyway, sold it a year later for £100. Sheesh. I guess charity shops don't know how much a console is actually worth. Chat, you gotta admit, that Prius held its own. And that makes up the money back for it. Right, I gotta have a look and see what K-cars I got out of that one. We could probably use some of it for the compact car cup. Maybe. It was probably worth more than that, but I was young and dumb and that's a big profit for me. Yeah, fair enough. Certainly will be worth a lot now, I think. All things considered. Back. Hello, Scare. Alright, let's see what we got. We got a Mugen Beat, Mazda Demio A-Spec, and a Mugen CRX. The CRX is considered K? Well, what do you know? That honestly looks pretty cool. Hell, even just trying to get Scarface, The World Is Yours on PS2, you're looking at 60 plus. Sheesh. Mind you, it is in the collection of THX certified games, which are really good ones. I thought The World Is Yours was on PS3 though. Let's see if the CRX qualifies for the Global Compact. Right now charging with 6% left. Sweet! It's getting its juice. Man, that's funny how I didn't have to choose the transmission when I used the Prius. I don't know, never had a PSP till later, barely. Oh no, I said PS3, not PSP. Wow, this looks like the CRX's territory. Yeah, that is a Micra. I thought that was a Pulsar. I wish it was PS3. It would be easier to get. Ah, fair. You don't see many THX certified games nowadays. When I did my research, it was mainly Need for Speed Underground, Medal of Honor, SSX, Jack X Combat Racing, Scarface The World Is Yours. Flow apparently was one. Best games from the era right there were Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex, Simpsons Hit and Run. I've got Simpsons Hit and Run on PS2 here. And Need for Speed Most Wanted. Fuck yeah. And I recently got 100% in that. And that's embarrassing. A Honda CRX getting smoked by a Micra. Well, for one, that Micra is probably tuned, and I took that corner like shit, I must admit. Honestly, the micro looks kind of cool. I'm a fan of the new micros, to be honest, especially the Micro Nismo, also known as a March Nismo here in New Zealand. Oh shit! Ow! Oh, thanks for the push. What's even worse is this is a Mugen CRX. I should clarify, chat, this is the European version of Gran Turismo 2. Did this game have the Pug 106? The Pug 106? What was the Pug 106? Woo! Look at this thing rock! Oh, Peugeot 106. I think it does. Yeah, it does. I think it does. Hang on. I'll take a quick peek in a second. I would say this car accelerates slowly, but it's faster than my car. Yeah, it's probably faster than mine, too. My car 0 to 100 is about 9 seconds. I'm gonna try the next two as is. The CRX performed well on its own. I'd be lying if I said I didn't spend ages with James Bond GoldenEye with a secondary controller to practice kills from awkward angles. I've not actually played that James Bond game before. Wasn't that one also THX certified? No, I'm thinking of The Matrix. Mine feels like 5 years. Didn't you say yours was like 12 seconds or something? Oh, I think this is a Peugeot 106. I don't know, I'm not very good with Peugeot models. Can you tell me, K-Mac? I think it's a 106 though. Ow! Sorry! Excuse me, coming through. That's a 106. Sweet! Look at that, clarified that without having to go to the dealership. I don't know what my car is. Yeah, fair enough. You should measure it one day. You should measure it, and then we can determine whether it would beat my car in a drag race or not. Fucking Honda logo. I think Billy's driving this one. Oh shit. Bye-bye. Would only make sense if they had the Saxo both being cars for boy races. Looks like a boy racer car. The Saxo is in this game too. Really? The Saxo is in this game too. Depends on how I accelerate and got nowhere to test it. Oh, fair, fair. I mean, just like accelerate from 0 on a 100k an hour road. I think I'm about to get my ass kicked by a Peugeot 106. Bollocks. I see the sex on the last. Oh, so it was, okay. This CRX needs some tuning, I reckon. Let's go, that's my favourite car too. Yeah, fair. Can't go wrong. Right, 246 horsepower is the limit. Let's tune this thing up to that, I reckon. In fact, just for you, K-Mac, let's see how much a Peugeot 106 is. Should we go 106 or 106 Rally? What's the S16? That's only got 120 horsepower. The Rally has got 102. Okay, so that was the Rally I was up against earlier. Let's grab the S16 so we have a little more power. There you go. Only for you, K-Mac. Only for you. I gotta spec this thing up. This'll be a good venture actually. That way we can start getting cars from other countries. Apparently anywhere from 7.6 to 13 seconds according to the Google. Oh, okay. Is it auto or manual? Because that would depend on how you shift then. I'll give it a stage 2 tune. Give it the good old sports ROM. Also, oh, okay, so it's possible you might beat me in a drag race then. Okay, can't put a turbo in this thing. But it takes so long to shift, it feels like. Fair. So you may beat me in a drag race, you may not. You've got a shift, I've got electric. Hard to say. Because automatics ain't made to race. True. Depends on whether or not it's an automatic gearbox or a CVT. Here we are. Let's throw some weight reduction on this thing. Wow, that actually looks kind of cool. Won't do the racing modification though. Alright, let's see how this 106 goes. We are claiming revenge by using the car that beat me. Alright, let's see. Come on, 106. I have a thing for small cars, so I kind of like this car too. hindsight, maybe I should have gotten some better tires. Oh no, holds its own relatively well. Oh look, it's another 106. I think that one's the rally. S16 versus rally. Let's see how this goes. Whoa, I just got pushed into the wall. I remember playing this game on PS1. I have no idea what the game was. All I know is at one point I was walking with a gun alongside of the wall, which very much looked like a giant slug. Never will be able to find it, and I doubt I will again. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid. This thing's holding its own pretty well. I consider Metal Gear Solid, but the gameplay doesn't look right. Time Crisis, maybe? Might have braked a little bit early there. Oh, the two cars phased into each other just there. Oh shit. Come on, little Peugeot. Is that a Yaris behind me? Nice. The 106 takes it. What do you call it, K-Mac? Hug 106. Nice. Oh yeah, it was the rally. I'm sure it was little alien blobs I was killing, but yeah, one of those things I don't remember, a part of my forgotten youth. Fair enough. That's the fun part, just trying to hunt down the name of that game where you're fighting alien slugs. Don't think I'll be able to come up with that answer, I'm afraid. Oh, Autumn Ring. It could be Doom, true. I forgot Doom was for PS1 at some point. Doom was even on the N64. Yeah, but that was called Doom 64, wasn't it? I'm talking about like the original Doom. Oh, this is the full Autumn Ring, not Autumn Ring Mini. Ow! That looks like a Honda Jazz. No, that's a Clio. Marathon, not the new one though. Coming handy, man? Oh shit. Oh, I bet that 102, 106 is going to be my rival. Same sort of graphics though. The big slug thing looked like a piece of meat at one point. Maybe something Something that you kill and it turns into a piece of meat. I'm not too sure. What do you mean marathon-y, man? You mean like how long I've been live for? Oh, drat. $19.95 Doom, could it be played on the PS2? Could be played on the PS2 because it's backwards compatible. Even my PS2 can play the PS1 games, and it's like the latest slim model. It's funny, I tend to get the slim model of all consoles. I have the slim PS1, I had the latest slim PS2, I used to have the super slim PS3, I only had the fat PS4 and PS5. I've got a fat PS3 downstairs, but it's red screen of death, red light, yellow light of doom. Oh, you were suggesting the Wobbinart the game. Oops, my apologies. Since you just came in here, man, I thought you were talking about something else. How are you anyway? You good? Hang on, I gotta lock in. These cars are giving me trouble. Man, if only the Prius was powerful enough to tackle this, that would be funny as hell. Can't let that Yaris win. Oh, snagged it. And the Yaris came third. Why is this dealer taking a piss? I've been standing here. Wasn't that great in all honesty? I moved from that to something to do with the lost city of Atlantis, so I'm not that fast. Not marathon, I checked the gameplay. Fair. I'm getting tired. Watched someone react for the first time to all three Cars movies. Really? Speaking of the Cars movie, I'm actually going to a fucking drive-in theater next weekend. And they're playing the Cars movie. Figured I'll just go through the entire list of the games on PS1 release wiki. Eventually I'll find that, yeah, surely, you might be able to get like ChatGPT or Copilot to summarize it for you. Don't ever catch me saying that again. It's for the 20th anniversary of the... Holy shit! Did Cars really come out 20 years ago? But I remember watching it in the movie theater as a kid. Oh, let's see what cars I got from this. Could it be the game Metal Slug? It could be. That game was 16-bit though, wasn't it? It could be Metal Slug. Hang on. Metal Slug's like side-scrolling 16-bit, so hard to say. Oh, I got a Yaris. I got a Yaris, a Clio, and a Lupo. We're filling our garage with quite a lot of small cars. Oh well, at least we'll have something to use for each manufacturer event. That's going to be the fun part, I reckon. What's our percentage at? 11.41. Look at that. We're all caught up. Percentage-wise, we're nice and caught up to the emulator save file. I think on that note, guys, might be time to call it a night for tonight, but we will be continuing down the trail on real hardware from now on. Once I get that 323 nice and specced up, I'll be tackling on the dirt events as well, and that's going to be tricky. You know what's better than GT2? Doing the 1HE, the 3HE, and GT7. Honestly, I was literally a minute away from addressing that. I've got no idea what tracks I'm going to do from here. So I know I've said this before, but I do need to discuss it with you guys. I have been too busy with other shit. I do apologize. Checked it, not that. It was third person and inside a cave. Thanks for the suggestion. I'll find it one day. You'll find it, my man. I'm sure of it. Hey, you guys that stuck around and chat today? Really do appreciate it. Keep an eye on my Discord server for the next schedule. Let me go ahead and just put a link in there in case you guys are not in it. Because I post literally everything in there. So yeah, we'll be continuing future GT2 streams. Wow, I think the game's really frozen itself now. Yeah, it'll load at some point. Yeah, I can hear the disk drive doing its thing. There we go. 11.41. Nice wee little summary here. Yeah, we'll be continuing on the real console from here on. Not sure what I'm going to stream next week. Probably the usual Minecraft, the usual this. I'll try and throw some more variety in because the last couple weeks have been the same games. You know, continuing on with progress and stuff. Yeah, we'll see how we go from here. But yeah, you guys are legends. And it was good seeing some of you guys again. Wobbenart, feel like I haven't seen you in chat for a while. Twiggy and Scare, keep those streaks up. K-Matt, good to see you. E-Man as well. Yeah, keep an eye on GT chat. If I get round to it, I'll throw some planning in and see what kind of tracks we're all down for 1HEs. See what we can do. I gotta cool this room down because it's getting pretty hot. Alright, you guys. I'll love you and leave you from here. Again, thanks for sticking around. I'll catch you on the next stream. Till next time, Proxy Aspect, signing off for the night. You guys have a good one.